What you have to know about the jungle is that not all animals are friendly to us, but that's no excuse for us to be cruel to them. Developed by shared memory, Animal Well is about coexisting with other creatures. Although there's not a plot in plain sight for us, lots of people started to explore every nook and corner of the game to find lore material, and they actually did a great job in a short time to unearth most of the secrets. But this is not a lore discussion. In this video, I talk about how Animal Well used world building, light effects, ambient music, and creative puzzles to give birth to one of the most powerful immersion effects in video game history. Hello, my name is OldSoul, and I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and comment. This channel marks my grave.
But you may rest here too, if you like.
Before we take a look at the game, let's make something clear. Dunkey didn't develop this game, as some of you might thought. He and his company, BigMode, were only the publishers, not the devs. Just wanted to point that out, as I saw lots of video titles saying Dunkey's game. First things first, art design. The platform structure is simple and similar to retro games, and I think there's a reason behind it, which we'll get into it in a second. What I want to talk about here is aesthetics. Animal Well is an oasis of light. It uses light effects in such a genius way to pop out the colors. When exposed to light, all the elements of the game act as bodies of glass. They reshape and change their nature. It's not usual for a pixel art game to employ light effects like this, that when the source moves, the flash of the colors become alive and vivid. It metamorphoses, and alongside neon effects, they create a powerful immersion that pulls you into itself. You actually feel like you're walking in this amazing world, not just playing it. I have a small problem with the character design though. Not with the main character, as I know this was another successful attempt in immersion, but some of the animals had a weird shape, like these dogs that look like goats. The last thing I want to talk about in this part are these lines that form the foundation of the pixel art. If you're a boomer, millennial, or even an early Gen Z, you know what these are. Back then, there was these thick massive TVs called CRT. If you looked at their display glass from a very close distance, you could see these little horizontal lines that the image was formed on. I think Animal Well tried to recreate that retro feeling, and I believe they did a damn good job too. Getting to the next part, subtext. As I said earlier, the game is about coexisting with animals. Some of them are friendly, some are shy or scared, and some are wild. They attack you if they get the chance. With all that, you might have noticed that we never hurt a single creature in this game. Not even a spirit guardian. Here, everything has life, and it doesn't matter if they're hostile. This is their home, and instead of starting a killing spree, we should find smart ways to get past them. Not letting them attack us, but not hurting them either. Animal Well's world is a closed ecosystem, and interrupting it would cost the whole well. The world of Animal Well looks like a dream. It's surreal and weird, but in a good way. There are lots of old ancient elements. Fractured statues, tall Byzantine columns, which gives me the idea that unlike what everyone thinks, there used to be people living here. Alongside the ancient elements, there are also modern technologies like telephones, gears, and mechanical contraptions. Maybe this was a zoo or a national park. There are some hints about this, but that explanation wouldn't justify the existence of the factory, so I'm not really sure. All we know is that this is a donut-shaped well with different biomes for different animals. The themes of this world are water and light. One is given, as lakes and puddles and heavy rains are everywhere. The other is acquired, as this is a dark well. I talked a lot about light and how it changes the art design of the game, but we're not done with it yet. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the light effects serve another purpose here. It creates a feeling of getting lost. We're so little and the world is huge. There are dangerous beings lurking around in the darkness, and no one's here to help us. We're all alone. We're lost in this massive labyrinth of life, and it's okay. There's a loneliness in this game that touches you, tells you that there's nothing wrong to feel stranded, different, and unwelcomed in this world. It's okay to not belong here, yet coexist and not hurt anyone. If you're stuck, if you don't know where to go and it's all darkness ahead of you, don't worry, you'll get past it when you're ready. Or maybe you don't have the tools yet, so you'll get there when it's time. Speaking of tools, ever noticed how in this rich natural environment, the only things that help us progress to go ahead are man-made artifacts? Like discs and bubble wands and telephones and flutes, which I think the fact that its music can produce light too is a very nice touch, and that brings us to the next part. Animal Well does an amazing job with sound design too. The combination of ambient music and the sound effects is amazing. The animals' voices are accurate, the environment is alive, the protagonist's movement sounds are funny, everything is great. Again, this one creates a feeling of loneliness. I'm not really into ambient music, but this is like a mist flowing over you, embracing you and guiding you to your next goal. The puzzles in this game are okay, I guess. There's not really anything to say about it, maybe except the fact that the more tools you get, they get better because sometimes you need to employ multiple tools to go forward, and the game never gives you a hint about what you should do, so it really pokes your creativity. Sometimes there are more than one way to solve a puzzle, and I don't know if it was on purpose or by accident, but it feels great when you realize the correct way to do it was something else and you found a shortcut. The puzzles tell a side story in the heart of the game. For instance, when you realize you have to face this menace again, it's such a breathtaking moment. Now you have to speedrun the puzzles you already solved, which I think is cute. And when other spirit guardians come to the cat's aid, it's so terrifying. Most of the times, nothing threatens your life, so you can relax and think about what to do. The usual puzzles are pretty simple, but if you're eager to collect the eggs, then you have to go deep, head first.
That's what she said.
My favorite puzzle is this one. The fact that you have the ability to control the switches from far away is so clever and satisfying. In conclusion, with an amazing color palette, level design and world building, Animal Well is a must. Go buy it and I promise you won't regret it. If you enjoyed, hitting the like button and subscribe is the best way to support me. As always,
be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.